Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu at Backlash. That's what it looks like it's going to be after Raw. Because in the final segment, Roman Reigns came down to celebrate his World Championship win over CM Punk at WrestleMania. And he came out with the Usos, so it was like the old bloodline. They came out to the Head of the Table theme song, which is what he used at WrestleMania as well. I love that song. They should have never changed it. That theme song is perfect. You know, sometimes you get a theme song that fits somebody and you should never change it. That's like Shawn Michaels. You should never change that Sexy Boy theme song. And with Roman Reigns, it's Head of the Table. You can't change that at this point. It's too good. It is synonymous with the epic turnaround in WWE's business with the bloodline angle and the return of Cody Rhodes. Like, that theme song is what heralded in this new era of WWE, and their business was booming when the bloodline was together. So, anyway, Roman Reigns comes out and talks for a little while, and then Jacob Fatu makes a surprise appearance. Jacob Fatu, who is an incredible performer, from the debut that he had in the WWE, immediately he made an impact. And he was being talked about for such a long time when he was on the independents. And now it looks like he's going to get a world title match against Roman Reigns. And I got to say, that's pretty cool, but we all know he's not going to win. And I got to say, I love the promo that he gave, though, because the reasoning behind why he wants a title shot is because he wants to improve his life. It's just that simple. He wants to put his kids in better schools. He wants the private jets. He wants the shoe deal. He said, "I need more vehicles." That is one of the greatest lines because he said it so like, I need more vehicles. It's just the way that sounds is so funny. Every time I see Jacob Fatu from now on, I'm going to remember that line. I need more vehicles. Yeah, so basically he just wants to have all the things that a world champion has, but he doesn't want to be the tribal chief. That's not what this is about. He just needs all the perks of being the tribal chief, all the perks of being world champion. And that makes sense, and he's willing to go through Roman Reigns to get it. Now, Roman didn't exactly accept his challenge. He told the Usos to talk some sense into Jacob Fatu, and I don't think that's going to work because Jacob Fatu said the word backlash about 10 times during his promo. So if he said that over and over and over again, we're getting Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns at Backlash. And I think that's a great main event. Unexpected, for sure. But I think it's interesting that we're not going to have Roman and CM Punk run it back. Especially after they got such a great positive reaction, not only during the match, but after the match. People are saying it's one of the greatest WrestleMania main events of all time. That's how I feel about it. But it looks like CM Punk is going somewhere in a different direction, maybe towards Cody Rhodes, but I would be very surprised if they do CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes at like a throwaway PLE, unless they're planning to do a long program between Punk and Cody, which would be interesting. I would like to see that, actually. I was thinking Punk versus Cody is like a WrestleMania main event, but they could have like a year-long feud, Punk and Cody. They could. They could definitely sustain that. It could be like, Punk and Drew McIntyre pretty much lasted a very long time, like a big chunk of the year, basically the whole year, and it ended up being feud of the year. They could do the same thing with Punk and Cody, because, where does Cody go from here? Randy Orton is, I don't know where he is. He's missing in action. But Randy Orton is, in theory, going to get back in the title picture at some point. And, I just think it's very interesting that Punk and Roman just had that one match, and now they just, that's it. One match. We're not pushing this any further. I wonder if there's some like backstage stuff as to why that is going on. Maybe they just don't have enough big name stars right now. I mean, like main event, world champion level people, because they're pretty careful about who they put the world title on these days. And I fully expect Jacob Fatu to be world champion one day, but you know, he not going through Roman that quick. I mean, Roman just got this title. It's actually the first time Roman's held this specific world championship. He's been WWE champion, but this world title was created when Roman was like a part-time performer, and they literally just created this because he's never around. And then Seth Rollins was the first one to win it. Now it's around the waist to Roman. But I wonder how Roman will beat Jacob Fatu. Are we going to see the Usos interfere on behalf of Roman, or like screw over Jacob Fatu? But I mean, honestly, losing to Roman clean is no big deal. Punk just did that. And was Punk's stock hurt by that? No, not at all. I mean, the guy comes back the next day, still in the main event picture. It's almost like it never happened. Like losing to Roman Reigns clean is almost like a rite of passage. I mean, how many guys have lost? Well, actually, I shouldn't say that, because during his title run when he was part of the Bloodline, and he had that, you know, incredibly long title reign, I believe he won most of those title matches in a dirty, underhanded fashion. He did not win clean most of those, almost all of those title defenses that he had. So yeah, but losing to Roman clean, remember Roman's a babyface now, so it's no big deal. I mean, Jacob Fatu can lose clean to Roman still be fine afterwards. It's kind of like it's like, I'm trying to think. AJ Styles debuted in the WWE in 2016. And I remember after WrestleMania, he went right into a title program with Roman Reigns. And he lost to Roman Reigns, I believe, clean. So, but it was no big deal because, actually, interestingly enough, AJ Styles won the title later that year, which is crazy that he won the title that quickly. I believe it was 2016. But anyway, it didn't hurt him. And Jacob Fatu can lose clean here, but it would be more interesting if he doesn't lose clean and the Usos interfere. I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe Jacob will lose clean and join the Bloodline and join up with Roman. They can't beat him, join him. Either way, I think it'll be a great match. And I like when they put together matches that we know are going to be good. Like when Punk and Roman was announced, we all knew it was going to be great. I mean, those two can put on the performance of a lifetime. Jacob and Roman, we know these guys can put on an incredible main event. And I'm sure it will be amazing at Backlash. I just think it's so funny that Jacob Fatu said, I need more vehicles. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I got to say, it's nice to see some things that the fans can look forward to in the WWE right now, because, you know, for like the past 2 years, it's kind of been But once they announced Punk and Roman earlier this year, I was like, all right, cool. That's something to look forward to. And now that match was great and it's over, hey, Punk and Cody will be happening at some point. Roman and Fatu will be happening at some point. It looks like maybe Roman and Gunther will be happening at some point. And those are all good things to look forward to. So I think it's cool. But I really just don't think they should rush and put the titles on just anybody. Because think about the last couple of years, right? Who have been the world champions? Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns. I mean, Damian Priest is like the one guy in there who doesn't like particularly fit in, but that was a Money in the Bank cash-in. Oh, Gunther was also world champion, but he's world champion material. But they've kind of messed up Gunther because he's now more known for just retiring people. It's kind of like stalled his momentum because now people just look at him as the guy who retires people, it's not really helping him. He needs to get out of that gimmick. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I think Damian Priest was the only misstep. I think Damian Priest is good on promos. He's good as a character, but in the ring, it's sort of like, Oh, I should also say Jey Uso. Again, great entrance, great promos, great character, but in the ring, he's not championship level. Neither is Damian Priest, not championship level, in my opinion. So I think they should be real careful. Jacob Fatu, on the other hand, well, let's see how he does against Roman. Then we'll know. But as a character, promos, and in the ring, he's just incredibly athletic for somebody his size. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be unhappy if he became world champion, but just not yet. Not yet.